What is going on, everybody? I hope you're having yourselves a great start to your week. It's Monday night, almost 9:30. I thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith. If you have any questions, any comments, please feel free to throw them my way. But got a little bit of news today, a couple things we definitely want to talk about. Some of the things we've been talking about seem to be going our way, so hell yeah. So last night, Chris Mortensen had reported that apparently Jeffery Lurie, he's all in. He is in love with Jalen Hurts, had nothing but high praise for him, and has apparently directed Howie Roseman that we need to build around Jalen Hurts. And that is exactly what we have been talking about, building around Jalen Hurts. Now, one thing Chris Mortensen did add in there is he wouldn't report that, internally it's unanimous that all these guys want Hurts as the QB1. But Jeffery Lurie, the boss man, the owner of the Philadelphia Eagles, has instructed his group to prioritize making Hurts successful in 2021 as opposed to creating a true competition. This is what we have been talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Bring in a veteran quarterback, a little competition, push him a little bit, help him to grow, learn, and be the QB1 that he was destined to be, baby. So Jalen Hurts, somebody that I'm very excited about. A lot of you guys are very excited about. We know that this kid has a lot of work to do. We know, he's got to take his progressions, his reads. We know. But what I do know is that he was a rookie last year, had no offseason. It was the most ridiculous offseason we've ever seen. Then no preseason, and he only had 4.5 games, and everyone's already ready to crucify this guy, apparently. Most of these people out here, they're still holding on to Wentz. Look, there's nothing I can do for you there. He's gone. It is what it is. We have to look forward, and I'm looking forward to watching Jalen Hurts beat some ass for the Philadelphia Eagles. He had an interview with Adam Schefter I listened to, and we talk about this young man and just the way he talks, his just demeanor, how he is just, dude, he gets you pumped up. He gets me really excited for this year. I understand he's young. I understand that this team is going to obviously have some growing pains. That's okay. But this young man at the helm, it actually gives me some hope. So if we build around him correctly, if that line stays healthy, if we run the ball, if this defense doesn't just play picket fence all the time, we could actually not be so bad as everyone wants to make it out to be. And we've been talking about this for a couple weeks now. Odd timing for Jeffery Lurie to come out and say this, but maybe they're trying to get people off their scent. Maybe they're still looking at someone in the draft. And the Eagles, they're definitely checking these quarterbacks out. You got to do your due diligence here. You have to be checking these quarterbacks out. If one of these guys is that future, like if you think that they're that good, I don't know how you just pass on them. You've seen it happen year in, year out, teams doing that. Franchise quarterback, you're not finding yourself in the top 10 like that all the time. Sorry, my girlfriend just keeps texting me. Anyways, so one of the things is you have to keep adding onto this team. You can't just, okay, we got to keep just getting rid of everyone. It's like, look, we have a few pieces in place. I think that if we can build around Jalen Hurts, we can be pretty damn successful. And listening to this kid, they asked him like, oh, hey, did you talk to Carson Wentz? What did you, just not his business. And then he said, no, sir. When they asked him if he talked to him, I was like, oh, okay. He wished him the best. And look, this guy, and I'm sure he does. Look, good for you, buddy. But now he gets his wish. Now he is quarterback one of the Philadelphia Eagles. For now, that's what it looks like. And that's what I'm excited about. And, people could talk about the things they saw, like, oh, well, he had all these fumbles and he had 4 interceptions. Oh, look, buddy. The kid had no preseason. And I think with this coaching staff, anyone would have failed last year. You saw what happened to Carson Wentz, everyone's savior. So I'm cutting the kid a little bit of slack. Yes. So big chunks picked up from simple little plays. Wow, it's funny how that works. Now, it seemed like Doug Peterson adjusted a little bit, to his play style, which he didn't do for Carson Wentz, it seemed. So that pissed a lot of people off. Whatever, dude. It is what it is, and Doug Peterson isn't here anymore. So I'm going to be happy about what we do have right now and just try to look toward the future. But we'll see if Brandon Brooks, I don't know. I'll stay tuned for it. We'll see. And Zach Ertz. So the these next few days, guys, are going to be intense. We've got 9 days to strap in, and you're going to hear a couple days in advance some tampering stuff. So you'll hear some of the things that are happening. So we'll see. Legal tampering. We'll know kind of the direction we're heading in, some of these restructures, things like that. And then once that happens, we'll get the actual numbers, and then we can dance, baby. So I'm all about it. I'm all excited hearing that news, because you should be all in with Jalen Hurts, but you should definitely be doing your due diligence with these quarterbacks in the draft, checking them out, making sure one of these guys isn't the guy of the future. Maybe Justin Fields is available, and you say to yourself, if he's there, I got to take him. I would get it. I'm not for it. I want to see Hurts. I do. I think you already screwed everything up by taking him in the first place. And we talked about it when we drafted him, how pissed off I was to do that to Wentz. But like I said, that day, I loved the kid. So I was excited and hoped that he would get an opportunity. And I said, unfortunately, if he gets an opportunity, that means Wentz has failed. I didn't know it would be Wentz and Peterson and everybody going, but this kid just stays there with a smile on his face with that same damn swagger. And I love it. I truly love it, dude. I think this kid is going to be awesome. He already is to me. So I'm pumped up, man. I'm very pumped up. And I hope you guys are too. Going to DM you. I'll tell you what a friend told me from talking to Kyle Brandt. Oh, you can DM me, brother. But yeah, Travis Fulgham is on this team, and he will be. I could send you the contract numbers if you'd like, whatever you'd like to see. But your friend was misconstrued as to whatever the heck was told to him. And if Kyle Brandt was wrong, that happens to the best of us. So happens. But yeah, Travis Fulgham will be here. We talk about the fact that Travis Fulgham, Jalen Reagor, Quez Watkins, John Hightower, and then you brought back Greg Ward in that exclusive rights free agent contract. That gets me excited too. So trying to just look at the things that we talked about the past few weeks that would actually help this team, and that's what we're doing. Building around these young receivers, bringing back Greg Ward on that cheap contract. That's a no-brainer to me, I thought. Same with Singleton. Same with Boston Scott. Those are minimum contracts based on their accrued seasons that were under 3. That's what an exclusive rights free agent contract is. And if, they're offered that, then they can't sign anywhere else. So they either play here or they don't, and it's for dirt cheap. So no-brainer moves. They might not even make the team, but brought back. I thought that was a very smart move. So I want to see what these receivers do. You talk about Arcega-Whiteside still being here. You talk about some of the other bottom of the barrel guys that are going to be trying to compete. Maybe Marquise Goodwin gets restructured. They talk about possibly doing that with him. Last year, they restructured that 4.5 cap number, had him around 1.35 contract number. Now they're talking about doing the same. Maybe they do that. Maybe they release him. You save some cap money there. Not sure. But that'd be your veteran, essentially, because you don't have anybody else. But there are free agent guys we talked about. So we'll see. But, yeah, we'll check it out. Not about that. Something different. Oh, yeah. Court, dude, you can message me. I say it every day, but I mean it. Message me. You can talk to me about anything, dude. You just got a question. You want to shoot the shit. I don't care. When I started doing this, and, we had a lady on here who trolls me all the time, and she was pissed the other day because I mentioned something about when I was on my deathbed. But I'm sorry. That's how this started. But I was kind of just stuck. So I had to try to use, whatever I could mentally. And, I just had people start reaching out. People started talking to me, and it was nuts, dude. So this created just a whole family atmosphere, man. And I just wanted to keep it going. And it's I still to this day say it every day. I reach out about anything. And a lot of people do, not just about football. And that's awesome. If you feel like, dude, I don't have the answers, but I can try to tell you what worked for me. I've gone through a lot in life. And when you face death, it kind of gives you a different perspective. So, yeah, dude, reach out, dude. Of course, anytime, anywhere. Yeah, what a nut job, dude. That was uncalled for. Maybe I acted a little nuts afterwards, but that pissed me off. You talk about me, I use me beating death as that pushes me toward greatness. I try to, and it's dude, that's where being positive comes from. Having some kind of fight, and people like that don't like that. They want to be miserable and negative. It's dude, I don't got time for that, dude. And you can have a differing opinion, but when you're talking shit about me dying and stuff, come on, lady, that's just some whack shit right there, dude. So, but that doesn't change who I am, man. I'm always going to be crazy mean. If you guys don't know that, oh, dude, for just as nice as I can be just as crazy. So it's look, man, but I love you guys that do reach out. I'm always, looking to talk stuff. I've always got, whatever kind of intel I have, anything I can tell you, I will. I can only say so much in certain areas at certain times. And I always let you guys know when I can't give you everything, but It's nice to be given little tidbits before they happen, and I can give you little guesses and things, but it's crazy. I can't wait to one day just be there and they're going to be like, getting the text. I don't have to wait for anybody else's. Like, I have hundreds of notifications at all times because I have everything turned on so that I know everything at all times. And then as soon as I get that notification, I got to go in, I got to find a picture of the person, I got to create a picture, and then I got to make it for myself, then I got to make it for 4th and John, and then I got to word it for myself, 4th and John, put it on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook for all of us. So it's like, it's awesome, but I'd like a little bit of a head start because then I'm like, oh, if I don't make it within 5 minutes, everybody's like, hey, did you see this happen? Did you see it? It's like, yes, I have every notification in the world on. I promise you I saw it. It's like, it's hard to have a life, dude. But this is what I'm all about, dude. Jeffrey brother, I'm 57. My wife saved my life 3 times. See? And that's why I talk about that kind of stuff. So if anyone's offended about that, I'm sorry, dude, but you're going to have to bounce because that's the kind of stuff that pushed me, dude. If it weren't for my lady, she's the one that helped me get to where I was. She pushed me to start this group. She's like, you know so much about the Eagles. Like, all you do is talk, and you know more than any of these people I see on TV. Why don't you start doing this? And obviously, I had nothing else to do, but I hated social media. So I was like, ugh. So, and honestly, I just started using Twitter like a year and a half ago. But I was using Facebook at first, and I hardly use Instagram. I try to now. But, dude, this building this family, and then obviously the year I created it, having the Eagles win the Super Bowl while I'm telling people we could win the Super Bowl and have some fight and, just perseverance, baby. It kind of just kept me on this path. It was like, yo, keep doing this. And it reminds me of my dad. Being able to talk with you guys is like that missing link that I had with my father. I still get to talk to my son and my woman. Like, we talk birds, and I just feel like they're like, how does he talk about the Eagles to us? And I know they're like, oh, we love it. It's like, no, you don't. There's no possible way you could stand someone talking about the Eagles at every thing. Oh, hell, that reminds me of the one time. Like, I literally have a story for everything where I'm talking about the Eagles, what happened today. I love my family, though. They're awesome. And it's like to deal with me and to deal with that stuff. But, my woman saved my life, got me on the right path to doing this. And, dude, we've come a long way in this group. You guys have been awesome. And to watch some of you guys grow, create your own shows, do things like the things that have happened in the past few years have been awesome, dude. And the amount of groups, the amount of people that are now interviewing players, like the fact that I could help pave the way for that. That's awesome, dude. To me, to go from your deathbed to that should be inspiring. So, dude, if you ever want to talk about anything like that, don't be disheartened by anybody that's like, hey, don't talk about that stuff. You should be talking about how pissed off you are and the Eagles suck and life sucks. I can't stand people like that. It's like, dude, you're a whiny shit turd and you've never gone through anything in life. Like, you've never, ever gone through anything in life. Like, that's the people right now. They're like, depression. It's like, you privileged little shits have never been through anything hard in life. Never been locked up. You never watched your best friend die. You never watched your dad die. You've never been on your deathbed. So shut up. It's such a whiny world anymore, dude. And it's like, I just try to be positive, and you'd be amazed at how many more people are negative due to that fact. It's like, damn, dude. Family tells me all the time I should do something involving the Phillies. I know a few scouts. There you go, dude. That was where my entire family, which is weird, though, because once I started having players on and doing things, then my immediate family, like everybody just stopped talking to me, stopped sharing. They don't do anything. They were like, oh, fuck, he's making it bounce. So they're like, we ain't sharing shit. So they're in every Eagles group that is made in my image and stuff. Now they share that stuff, but those groups just get their info from me. So it's so funny. But it's like, I've got my woman, my kid, and I've got you guys. And that's what it's all about. And I've got my dudes over at 4th and John. To me, we're building something awesome because it's based off of real knowledge, talking about football, the love of football, the passion, being on your deathbed, being whatever you've gone through, whatever anybody's gone through in life, and you find that peace, dude. I remember when my dad was sick or I was an alcoholic raging, no matter what, we still on Sundays, it was all about the birds. No matter what we were going on, what was happening in life, on Sundays, we were together watching the birds. And that's what this is about. Family, man, brotherly love. And I love you guys, dude. That's what it's all about. So, dude, don't question yourself, McGee. Just do it. Do it. Just do it. Reach out to somebody that, has a Phillies page. Ask if you could start writing. Ask, whatever. Yeah, that's how it started for me. I got invited to the link by 4th and John. Told him we'd draft Andre Dillard. We did. And look, John, now I'm writer, social media manager, draft analyst, all kinds of stuff for 4th and John. And, it just took reaching out. And I started off, dude, when I was still selling cars. I was like hiding in cars on test drives, like, oh yeah, just finishing up articles and stuff. Like, dude, whatever it takes, do it. You can do it. I promise you, no matter what. And on that note, actually, speaking to women, happy International Women's Day. It's been great the past few years to see women actually fight for their rights. And it's sad that they even have to fight for their rights. But big props to all the women out there, obviously working in the sports field. A big props to the women in the sports field. Obviously, a very manly field to be getting into, but they're changing the narrative, man. There's a lot of girls that know a lot more than the men out there, my woman being one of them. So it's awesome to see this country. As much as the chaos and bad is happening in this country, there is a shining glimmer of hope. Hopefully that good people are standing up, and standing for what's right. So I just kind of try to hold on to hope when it comes to Eagles, life, anything like that, man. So don't hesitate, dude. Go out there, start writing, start doing anything, John. And dude, you're 57. I remember I was like, I'm too old. I'm 30. So nobody's going to, dude, I was meeting guys, 60s, 70, telling me, I didn't start till I was doing this till I was 50. There was one guy that was like, I started in 60. I quit my career and started writing. It's like, dude, it doesn't matter how old you are, whatever you're doing, just be you, be happy. You only got one chance at life. That's key to me. So make it worth it. Now, I'm rambling. I don't want to get anybody upset, losing their mind about talking about life. So I just wanted to go over those things. Excited about Jalen Hurts being QB1. You guys know that there's been many of these videos this past couple of weeks, just trying to get pumped up for our quarterback, man. So hope you guys are all having a great start to your week. You know the drill. If you need anything, reach out to me, John. I'll look forward to talking to you. I'll look for your DM. And you guys need anything, talk about football, talk about life, whatever it is, please do not hesitate. It's a crazy world we're living in. Do not go through anything alone, because that's how I got myself in trouble. So love you guys. Have yourselves a great evening. And as always, Jalen Hurts, quarterback 1. Go